When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into us. The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade, helping this Navy defense. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just... They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. And he's got a touchdown.
Touchdown. Number 0 with the catch in the end zone.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Caught over the middle. It's Bond. That'll be enough. 15-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Keep it on. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still looking, on the move. Finds a man on the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Finds his tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Tempo and overdrive. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire in the zone.
There he goes. He's at the 10. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
By the receiver.
New set of downs after the completion.
19-yard line. And first down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Extending the play. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. To the ground with the back. Oh, he got loose. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's good enough.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Let's go. Slams ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Marches ahead. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but
Sneak gets it done. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And we have breaking news. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports. The Bearcats will kick it off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for an early early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fakes to grab. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And
turning it off. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he's got a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going back...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And makes the... end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Rides the back on the option to give. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Unloads it left. He's got him. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Power football with the run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Firing to the right, complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds. And
unleashes one deep. And he's got it in the end zone.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bearcats in the hurry-up. Lost to fire on second down. Setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Gonna run it. It's Bray. Got enough for the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They're down to the 25 on first and 10. Right back to the well. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Offense now working in the red zone. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down.
Let's go! Let's go!
He'll do it himself. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. And they're in for a touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Canty. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. Fights off a defender. Oh, he's got some space. It's a fumble on the play. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quick completion to the right.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
He'll keep it himself. Runs through the tackle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Never a doubt. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's St. Clair. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now on first down from the 30. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down, looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now improvising. Gets rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Man down on the play as the officials take a... Got some room and into the goal line. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Typically at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk aversive, but it is good field position. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And he's got it inside the 20. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend him. Scores on the sneak.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off play action. He's got him. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Bearcats want to move quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He'll try to do it himself. Got a first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll immediately call timeout. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. He might want another play. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
Offside defense.
Yeah.
Tough to give up those penalty yards in that situation. Now it's just 3rd and 6. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks, it's Bond. It's 3rd down and the line to gain is the 36. Leaves it with the back. And there were some collisions. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Lamps on that. Line getting set on 2nd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. the final period starts with a second down play.
Let's go.
The give to the back. Made a defender miss. And he'll take it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Fires to the big fella. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he... drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got it. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So BYU's offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like...
Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Still running at the 40. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Hard running there.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. Oh, they're after him. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Just keeps moving. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Breaks the tackle. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's going to run it. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air. It's St. Clair. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in, looking for space. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Pulls it in. It's Bond. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not...
Turning it on! They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball in the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Back to throw. It's Kennedy. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Phillips. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And some room to work. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. BYU has this offense clicking. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nice move there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Gives it on the option. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and they hopefully move the football.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Grabbed behind the line. It's Briggs. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lowers those pads. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? On 1st down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snags it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. At the 45 on his way. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. To throw, it's Kennedy. He's got the tight end. Breaks into the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last second and long coming. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle, it's Phillips. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Sweet cut there. Lot of room to the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Got it in the middle, it's Bond. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. To the air, it's St. Clair. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Rides the back and leaves it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown. That score will give them a little. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Bond.
Holding.
That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's in. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, a squad looking to put on a show, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sun Devils will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put his...
There he goes! And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't...
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arizona State's offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down. pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Looking for the tie with the extra point. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Now rolling to the left. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man, makes the grab. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Punch it out of the air. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And now they've moved into the red zone. They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll throw it. He makes a grab. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Line is set on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Let's think a second about Arizona State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Sun Devils will go for it on fourth down. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. Really putting together a threat now. They got the first. It's at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bond. He's loose. And it's a touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got the first himself. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Sun Devils come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got an open man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the grab. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets him down to the 41. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quick release by the QB. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Arizona State! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? The punt team, it's a fake. He wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 10. All the way in for the touchdown.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Makes the catch. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Turning on the Jets. The 30. He's at the top. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arizona State.
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. from the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Breaks into the open. The 40, the 30. Past the 10. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Bush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half there.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some, alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
On the run, it's Burrell. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, son. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense in a bunch formation. The run from the shotgun. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air, it's St. Clair. Buys a little time. On the run, fires downfield. And the timing just a hair off.
Give a lot of credit to defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. That's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And the Sun Devils come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Working the big fella to the corner. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking downfield on first down. Back open in the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the en route there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll go back to work on offense. Looking to pass, it's St. Clair. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
You know, know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together.
Breaks into the open on the left. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll go to the ground, fighting off the defender.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Oh, man, look out! Oh, look out for the right! And he ran away from the defense. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Makes that one pay off. And here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to sling it on second down. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. He's... They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Bond. Might make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, my. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's complete to the right. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.
it.